Hey, it's Chris here today from Huckabones Equipment. It's a nice sunny July day, so we thought we'd be outside, do a little bit of an overview of a brand new machine that arrived in our yard. It's the KX057-5. It's been redesigned over the older Dash 4. We're going to get into some key points that changed over the older style, so let's jump right into it. Starting out front on these, pretty well the same old machine, 6-ton unit with a selection of buckets and breakers. Your standard bucket on the front for digging is going to be a 30-inch tooth bucket, as well as about a 36-inch or 42-inch ditch bucket. So after that, you can go up to a 60-inch ditch, and as narrow as the thumb is for a trenching bucket. Moving back a little bit further after that, you get your choices of blades out front. So you can either get a straight blade that we have here, or you can go a little bit more deluxe and get that angle blade. Whenever you're dealing with the angle blade on the 57s, they have that float option, makes it nice and simple to go over whenever you're backfilling. It's just a nice, simple, easy thing, and it's on all the excavators pretty well, but it's nice on the 57 as it is a standard feature. And then moving a little bit farther back from the blade, after that you got your choice of tracks. You can either go steel or rubber. Again, we don't sell too many steel, they have their place, but most of the time it is going to be rubber out there that you'll see. And then we're going to move back a little bit further and talk pretty well 100% of this video is going to be talking about this new redesigned cab. It is quite a bit spacious, but before we do that, you can now get a 57 open. That means, no cab. So before that, after the 040, it was always exclusively in a cab. And now you might see a few open stations pop up here and there. So let's dive right into this cab, as that's what most of this video is actually going to be about. So whenever you see the 57-5s now, like I talked about, this cab has been completely redesigned, a little bit wider, a little bit more spacious. Talking about that, it's going to give you a little bit more legroom out front. So if you're a little bit taller, again, you kind of got a little bit jammed up in on the Dash 4s. So a little bit more legroom doesn't hurt. When I was talking about this cab, you're also looking for visibility. They made it wider and a lot more visible. I think in the literature and stuff, it talks about 20% more visibility in it due to making the frame a little bit smaller. There's nothing like having visibility in an excavator because you never have enough of it whenever you're digging in around stuff. So after that, while you're sitting on there, they have a new deluxe seat, completely spec'd out, brand new for this unit. Gets you that nice lumbar support so that you're comfortable all day long. You can move forward, reverse, obviously, on that. So dealing with those things, whenever you got more legroom, more comfort level in that cab, and dealing with that seats, because you got the dual adjusting there, as well as a 20% more visibility. So all those things add up to a nice cab, so you're going to be comfortable in there. Creature comforts that they've included in there is they've repositioned that air conditioning, so now it kind of blows right on your neck. Some people are going to find that annoying. For the most part, it's going to greatly enhance the feature of that air conditioning, make you feel cooler all day long. They've got that noise level down now. It's down about 74 decibels, which is fantastic. All these things add up to a great, comfortable cab. So, with that reduced noise level, even though there's less frame there and lots of glass, you're still going to be listening to those tunes all day long while you're digging that hole. Now we're going to talk about what else is new in this cab, and that is the LCD display. It's a 7-inch monitor that we have to spend some time on talking about. When talking about the new display panel in there for all your features, it's 7 inches wide, it's full color, high resolution. Basically, at the end of the day, what it's going to do is you're going to see things. Very easy to scroll through it. Basically, Kubota calls it a jog dial. Basically just a dial that you just kind of scroll through to see different features on there. Very simplistic, easy to use. You're not going to be confused or find things hard to find. Again, it's basically like working your phone. First few hours you're going to be kind of learning everything, and then after that you're going to be an expert at it. So don't feel overwhelmed at that. Because there's going to be easy access to all your functions. They've thought a lot about where to put things on this and to make it just a kind of a touch of a button, so you know exactly what you're doing. So it is easy. For every first-time user, it is easy, and you're able to quickly access all your important information. Basically gives you everything you want to know at a glance. It's going to tell you your auxiliary flows, your important maintenance information, your logs, which is very important whenever you're billing hours out. You always want to know what your log is at. Your periodic checks for your maintenance, and any messages that you may have to do with the actual unit, which by messages they mean things that have gone wrong. Again, if you have any issues, everybody's only a phone call away. Dealers have picked this up very quickly on how to operate it and use it with this new display. So the big key takeaway for that new display is it's easy to use. So some of the cool features that you'll see to help with the performance of the unit is the auto shift. Depending on the terrain and traction, you'll see this unit kind of adjust the tracks, so you're not tearing up the yard or tearing up somebody's yard or your yard or spinning real bad. It just kind of helps in the performance end of that. Makes you look better, makes you look like a better operator. And then after that too, they have the hydraulic load sensing. That's whenever you're actually digging with force, it's going to see if it needs to apply more hydraulic pressures or not to really help with your performance. Again, these are all performance-based to make you look better at the end of the day, to do that job a little bit quicker and a little bit nicer. So there's the auto idling system. So that works great. You know, I've used that quite a bit in the 040s. Again, just click that button on and leave it on. It adjusts the engine kind of as needed. Again, as you're operating the system and you require more horsepower, it's going to give it to you. When you don't, it's going to adjust that as needed. So again, just saves you a little bit of fuel and makes you look better as an operator. So those are kind of the key performance takeaways to know. So one thing Kubota has moved away from is the coded keys. Made it the option to have the keyless start with using your touchpad. It is an option to sign up for. As well as they also have the backup camera, so which is a great feature on the 57 to have. It can be a little bit difficult to see what's right behind you, directly behind you. So again, just makes you that much better of an operator, and you know, it's options that weren't available before. So it's great to start seeing them integrated into the new excavators, as I'm sure they'll follow them down as we get new excavators come out in the 040s, the 080s kind of idea. So we look forward to seeing that. And saying is that, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, please leave them down below.